Hello, today I'm here with Billy Hoekman, the Nutrition Science Director at Answers Pet Food, and we're going to talk about eggshell membrane, how to feed it, and its health benefits. Hi, Billy.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us. I've got 5 questions here. The first one is, what is eggshell membrane?
So eggshell membrane is the small thin layer inside of the egg. And the point of eggshell membrane to the chicken itself or turkey or duck or whatever kind of bird you're using is to deliver all of those nutrients from the shell and all of those sort of skeletal nutrients to the actual bird itself.
And I guess that ties into question 2. Why is eggshell membrane beneficial?
It's beneficial because it basically contains everything that any mammal consuming it, so a dog or a cat, would need to maintain or rebuild joints. So it's actually it's about 70% protein. That protein is collagen, so you need those collagens to collagen for many things in your body, but especially to maintain elasticity to help joints. But it also contains things like glucosamine, chondroitin, certain acids that are relevant to joints and maintaining just joint health generally.
Awesome, Billy. Thanks. Question 3. How should you feed eggshell membrane?
Well, this is an interesting one because, where all the research comes from is the supplement version of this. So that's where you would, remove the membrane and sort of dry it and then put it into like a supplement of some kind, which is effective. And that's how we know it's effective through that research. But for my money, I like moisture in foods and I like food. So the key to doing it, so it's just sort of like, a good example is if I tell people if they want soil probiotics, eat soil, that's kind of how I view things. So in this case, right when you crack the egg, if you want to use this as a supplemental thing, right when you crack the egg is the best time to peel that out. And so it'll take a few times for you to learn how to do this, but you just kind of hook your thumb underneath the membrane, which is the little layer inside of the shell. And then you kind of just gently pull out as much as you can. And you'll find that if you just do it a few times, you're able to do that. Now, if you're feeding the whole egg and you have, for instance, like we make duck eggs that have an unwashed, chemically washed shell. So if you're feeding the shell, that's the even better way to do it because the whole egg would be a whole food with the shell. So you could just crush that up with the shell. And I have a number based on duck eggs, not just because that's where we've done the research on it. It was 320 milligrams on average per duck eggshell. So that will give you an idea comparative to a supplement.
Awesome. Any idea how often we should be trying to incorporate eggshell and eggshell membrane into our animals' diets?
It really just depends on the dog as much or as little as you want. So if you're doing a whole egg, every few days, or some people feed a whole egg every day, then you could be incorporating that. If you wanted to, use this just as a joint supplement and you weren't doing eggs, you could very easily, and it depends on the dog. Some dogs will do better if you just air dry those out a little bit and actually are able to, break it up a little bit more because it's not, the most made to be digested thing in the planet, or just straight up. But if you were doing it for a joint supplement, you could do that every day. Like you could just save yours that you may use or something like that.
Awesome, Billy. Thanks for joining us today and being the guest on our little series about eggshell membrane. Appreciate it.
Thank you.